how do you deal with the husband that uses manipulation, that uses tongue lashing, that uses silent treatments, that physically abuses them in front of their children, or tells them that they don't listen to them and that they need to submit because that's what the Word of God says?
If something has gotten to the stage of physical abuse, that is a lot already. So if there are people in that situation, please seek help immediately. Seek help immediately. It's a serious issue. You see, again, sometimes it's difficult to answer these questions because we don't have a full picture. In my close to 30 years of doing this job, there are some cases that are not marriage cases. They are not relationship cases. If you are married to someone that has bipolar, that is a medical situation. You don't need a marriage counselor. You need a psychiatrist. You need somebody else. That's a serious issue. So if somebody is maltreating you or hitting you for no reason, that is a big problem. Even if there's a reason, that's a big problem. So it might not even be a marriage coach or a relationship coach that your seminar that you need. So that's one. Number two, have these things always been like this? Or did it start at some point? What I also discovered that sometimes some people see these things, enter these marriages, then they are acting shocked. They're genuinely acting shocked that he's tongue. But this guy was tongue lashing you all through relationship. He was manipulating you all through the dating stage or relationship stage. So why do you think he's going to change? Why do you want us to change him now in marriage? That's a difficult thing to do. So I would say seek some help, because the things you are mentioning sound quite serious. And because we don't have the full context, seek some help, professional help. Prayer is always a good thing. You never go wrong with prayer, because God can now lead you and strengthen you to navigate. Because when people are in these situations, they also find it difficult to come out of those situations. We've counseled many people where their lives were under threat, but they didn't want to leave. In fact, there was someone we counseled, there was physical abuse. She came for counseling, she wanted to leave. We did everything we could do, she left. 2 months or so after, she was asking us to beg the guy to take her back into that abusive. So, a lot, for you to have been in this thing for a while, even you're thinking, we need some help. You need to be helped to get to a healthy place so that you can make healthy decisions. An unhealthy mindset can never produce healthy choices. All right, so let my wife chip in.
Okay, so violence, I couldn't get past the physical abuse. Every other thing you said probably just faded when I heard that, I certainly draw the line on physical abuse, because you can die. I don't think a lot of time when women, they don't get it. You can actually die. Even women who say, I stay in an abusive relationship because of my children, you will die. He will marry someone else and your children will suffer. There's no easier way to put it. I need you to understand that you can die. Now, when it comes to marriage, you must understand that the covenant of life is superior to the covenant of marriage. You must be alive to be married. So when this kind of thing is happening, the first thing you need to do is get help. Get out of that situation first. I didn't say anything about divorce. Get out first. We can be having conversations from a safe place. You can't be inside that marriage, receiving all of that manipulation and that beating and everything, and in front of your children, and expect. I have a cousin who I heard died recently. How did she die? Her husband had been beating her, but she had this distortion about her marriage. She just wore rose-colored glasses throughout that marriage. The guy was manipulative. The guy was taking her money, sleeping with other women, doing all kinds of things. And he beat her. She collapsed. Her children called 911. They came to the house and they resuscitated, and they asked her if she wanted to file charges against him. And she lied. And her son was insisting, and she kept blinking at him. Don't do that. No, Nigerian mothers, when they look at you, you adjust. She looked at her children. Her children had to stick with the lie. Immediately they left. 30 minutes later, she collapsed and died. Why? Because you want to stay married. So I mean, when it gets to physical, I don't even play like that. get help, get out of that situation now, and then you can have the conversation from a safe place.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting insights.